everyone, welcome to the Health Hub Show, and I'm your host, Nyambura Kamo. But before we start, I bring you all the best deals that you need. Do you have that space? Do you have that office that you need? Any design or interior design? Yes, DreamWorks Investment Limited, they are here just for you. They are the company that you need. And not just that. If you have land, they can give you the best architectural design, turning your dream into reality. So getting back to the point and the reason why we are here, as you can see, we have a professional. So leo nataka tuongelele lab tests.
Yes.
Specifically stool tests.
Yes.
Please, can you tell us what happens? No, if you can hear point here, quitisho stool. But before that,
yes.
Wakumbushe jina and what you do.
Thank you, Grace. My name is Moses Murungi. I am a laboratory technologist based at Aremi Clinical Laboratories in Embu. So when it comes to stool, Grace, it is the most common laboratory test.
Okay.
As long as we human beings will eat, we will always have what you call digestive issues or issues to do with the gastrointestinal tract, which starts from the mouth all the way out.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So since it goes all that process, that means
yes.
it's detectable, it carries a lot.
Yes. Stool tests carry a lot of information.
Okay.
Of utmost importance is correct collection of that specimen, because it actually starts from there. For us to give accurate results, we must collect the specimen in a manner that is prescribed.
Oh.
Okay. So as a start, we will usually have the patient come in, and majority of the times they will usually say they are having stomach issues, either discomfort, some may complain of bloating, and others might even complain of either seeing blood in the stool or mucus, or even movement of things that resemble worms.
Oh.
So the whole spectrum is quite broad.
It's very broad.
It is broad.
So
when
what test like nikifika?
Kwa hivyo ukikuja, we'll usually give you a container. That is a stool collection container. And this container will usually have a small scoop.
Oh,
where
I remember.
Yes, where you're supposed to collect the specimen, and you fetch a small amount of that specimen. Looks like a small spoon. And we don't usually need a large amount. Oh, okay. The size of a bean, maharagwe, is actually sufficient for a majority of the tests.
So sikwenda kujaza.
Usijaze will only require just a small amount. Okay. Word of advice, let the stool be collected directly. Do not collect it inside, let me say, tissue. We just need it collected directly. Occasionally, we will have young children who are in diapers, and for them, just present the diaper to the lab, and they will collect the specimen on your behalf.
On my behalf?
Yes.
So can you tell us some of the reasons, some of the diseases that lead to someone being tested? Okay. Like the stool being tested.
Okay. Now, we have several, let me say, types of infections or reasons that will necessitate a collection of the stool specimen. Okay. Now, the most common one is what we call amoeba infection. Okay. And we'll usually process that stool. Takes about, let me say, 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll usually look out for a few things initially. When you present the stool, we'll observe the color of the stool. Okay. Stool is ordinarily brownish in color and is supposed to be soft. Okay. So we will check the color. It is not supposed to be bloody. It is not supposed to have, let me say, mucus. Pardon me. I hope you can.
It's totally understandable.
It is supposed to be brown in color. Okay. And then we'll usually observe the consistency, because it also gives us information on what we may expect.
Okay.
Stool is not supposed to be hard. Okay, it is supposed to be soft. Neither is it supposed to be loose.
Okay.
So quite a number of times you'll come to the lab and say, I'm experiencing loose stools. It is not supposed to be like that. It is not supposed to be diarrheic. It is just supposed to be soft. Okay. We'll also observe or look out for inclusions in the stool, whether blood in the stool, whether mucus, and we'll come to that a little bit later. Or sometimes you may get people complaining that they are observing worms in that stool or movement. Stool is not supposed to have any movement. Okay, so when it comes to what we'll be looking out for, the most common will usually be amoeba. Amoeba. And when it comes to these amoeba, we have several different types. Some are more virulent. In other words, they tend to give worse symptoms. Others will usually be very light symptoms, either bloating or slight discomfort in the stomach. Others will even have blood and mucus and severe stomach pains. Okay. So the first one is amoeba. Then we usually look out for worms. Now, when it comes to worms, as opposed to what people might imagine that we see worms in the stool, it is not very common. What we will usually get, majority of the times, will be what we call ova or eggs that are deposited by these worms. The worms will usually attach themselves to the intestinal wall, get all their nutrients, but pass eggs, or what you call ova. So we'll usually look out for ova or eggs of these worms. Occasionally, we will find worms in the stools, although they are not many. They are usually not many. Okay, and majority of those that will pass will usually be part, or what you call we call them, the term is proglotid. When you have something like a tapeworm, it will usually have several divisions, so they will usually pass out those divisions and they exhibit movement. Okay. Now, once in a while, you will get what we call larvae, or what many people will talk of, ninaona minyoo kwa hiyo choo, and especially when it comes to children. Now, what is usually observed is what we call myiasis, or the ingestion of eggs, usually from houseflies, and they escape the body's defense and end up, let me say, hatching and passing larvae or those worms in the stool. Yes. Now, apart from amoeba and apart from those worms, we will usually also check for bacterial content, or what is called culture. Okay. And when it comes to grown-ups, we will usually be interested in two main types of bacteria, which is what you call salmonella, which is implicated in spread of typhoid, the disease we call typhoid, or Shigella as a bacteria, which is to do with a disease we call dysentery. Okay. When it comes to the children, we also have another that we call E. coli. Okay, that also afflicts children. Now, apart from this, Grace, we may have bacterial infection, where you took something containing a large amount of bacteria and you get the toxins harming the tissue. So you might indulge in samosa or some food in a function, and you end up getting severe stomach issues. So that is among what the items that we'll be looking at when we're talking of stool. Well, we also have, we can also check for ulcers in the stool, and we usually do a test that we call Helicobacter pylori or H. pylori, which is also quite common. At other times, we will look for what we call blood in stool, but not visible to the eye.
Okay.
So we usually call it occult, meaning hidden, occult blood. So one might have bleeding anywhere within the gastrointestinal tract, not in large quantities. So we usually use chemical detection to check for that. And we call that test occult blood. So those are the routine checks or tests that we will usually check to analyze for infection within the gastrointestinal tract or the digestive tract.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now, this is for the audience out there.
Yes.
Most people you find, like, they are not feeling any pain, they're not feeling any discomfort.
Yes.
Maybe I may notice the toilet is maybe loose or something.
Yes.
Like, what should they look for besides kukualuza bakukauka, something visible to them, their eye, before they come for a test?
Now, the body has its own defenses, let me say that. And majority of the issues, you'll usually have the body resolving by itself. So what I would advise is, unless it is something very severe, give it a day or two, just observe. If the discomfort persists or the appearance of loose stools still persists, then it will be advisable to visit a medical facility and we can analyze your stool and give you the way forward as regards what the issue is.
So today, I really want to look at maybe kitu kama ulcers or H. pylori and how it's checked.
Okay.
So that we can at least realize how nini naendanga kuangaliwa kwa lab ama what happens. But before you tell us, I want to remind the audience out there, as we are learning, this is very important because it's a matter of life.
True.
Very important. True. Whatever you eat, whatever you take, it's whatever that comes out. And it's good when it's detected as early as possible to reduce the risk chances.
Yes, and improve the quality of life.
And improve the quality of life. That is very great. Now, we are going for a short break. So, usitingize mitambo, don't change the channel. We will be right here. So, kabla nitoke again nitawakumbusha. You have that money, you've saved a lot for a future, ama you had a dream house. DreamWorks Investment Limited Company, they are the people you need because that fantasy, that dream, they make it a reality. Yani, unawapatia the finance, ama the money, they project plan for you and give you the best design. Na wakishamaliza, the interior decor, wachie, they will give you the best. Again, we are just going for a short break.